Hey guys, well I'm doing a little impromptu haul video for you and I also thought I would share what's on my Sephora VIB wish list because the sale is coming up in a few days. So excuse the hair wasn't working right this morning, had to go to the dentist. So okay, let's go ahead and get started with what I bought at Ulta. A few of these things were on my wish list, like I had saved in my cart at Sephora, but since I had the 20% off my entire purchase at Ulta, I went ahead and purchased a few things there instead. The first thing I got was the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. Now, many of you know I bought the original, but I didn't like it. I returned it, within like probably a day or two. I don't know, I wanted to like it, but I didn't. But every time I look at this one, I've, seen people do tutorials with it. I've seen it, online in Ulta several times. I just really like the color combination better. To me, the original was like way too warm. There were a few of those shades in there that just looked so orangey and warm on me. So I thought I would really like this one. So if you're not familiar with this one, here are the shades. And I really like, sorry the glare from my light right there. I really loved this teal color. I thought that would be so fun this summer. And just a lot of these taupes and browns, even this color, I like, it has that orangey tone, but it's a really nice, more bronzy orange that I thought would look great this summer. Actually, like those three colors would be a great summer look. So anyway, I'm really excited to have this one and play around with it. So also sticking with Too Faced, they had their new Melted Metal collection out. Now, I don't own any of the original Melted lipsticks. This is in Melted Metallic Peony, and I actually swatched 3 different ones. They had like a coral one, a brighter pink one. I almost got the brighter pink one, and then this one. But I thought I would probably get the most wear out of this. So just comes in a tube like this, and then they have the metal written on it here so you can tell the difference. So I will swatch it for you, and I'm not sure if the light is going to pick it up, but it is very metallic looking. I just thought that would be really fresh and bright for the summertime. So looking forward to using that. I bought a backup of my Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer. I get it in the light medium. This is by far my favorite eye primer. I've tried so many. I actually need to declutter my primer bin because I keep, face primers and eye primers there. And there's just so many of them I don't love. I really don't like that watery silicone feeling primer. So like, I don't like the Too Faced. I don't like the Lorac. Several of them like that. But this one I really love because it kind of evens out my eyelid a little bit. Takes a little bit of redness or any veining out. But it's not too dry. It's a little bit drier though than most primers, but not as dry as say like a paint pot. So I really love the formula. It lasts forever, like, as far as I don't get any creasing. So absolutely love this. And I love that it's a wand formula as well, or application. So I checked out the NYX aisle, and surprisingly, they actually had a lot of the new products there. My Ulta is really terrible about not having a lot of NYX products ever. They didn't have the blushes that I wanted to try, or the lipsticks, but they did have the new Eyebrow Pencil. And I'd heard Melanie, Mr. Kong's mom, talk about this. She just raves about it, said it's very, very close to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I got the same color she uses in taupe. And it has the, here's the picture of it. So it has the spoolie on the bottom, just like the Anastasia, and it's a really, really fine tip. It only comes in about 4 or 5 shades. So you may have trouble finding your correct shade, but I'm hoping the taupe will work. And it's a lot less expensive than Anastasia. So I'll report back how I like it. So sticking with NYX, I did want to try out their new taupe blush. As many of you know, I have the original taupe, and a lot of people like that and use it for contour and blush. I've used it here and there, but to me, it's a little more mauve tone than this new one. So it never worked for me as a contour, but I thought this one has a little more coolness, a little more grayness to it. To me, this is a true taupe. And so I'm going to try this out and see if I like it. There were 2 other shades of blush. I don't know the names because they were out, and I don't know, the little display doesn't say what they are. So there were 2 shades that I thought about getting that looked really, really pretty and bright, nice for spring and summer. But of course, I don't know the names and they were out. So hopefully I can still end up getting those at some point. But did get the blush in taupe, so looking forward to that. I bought a nail polish. I need a new nail polish like I need a hole in the head. I really need to go through my collection again and just weed some of them out that I don't like. I've been trying lately, even with new ones I've been purchasing, to set them aside if once I've tried them and I didn't love them, or maybe the shade wasn't as pretty as in the bottle, or the application wasn't good. I've tried to set those aside so that they don't get put in my collection, you know, never to be seen again, basically. So this time of year, I'm a sucker for the bright pinks and bright corals. This is from Essie, and it's Too Hot. And I just thought it was a gorgeous bright shade, either for the nails or the toes. I'm definitely a sucker for really bright shades, even neons on my toes in the spring and summer. That's pretty much all I keep on there, is like a really bright shade. So looking forward to using this one. I just thought it was so pretty. There was a new Essence display at Ulta, and I really wasn't interested in anything else in it. It had like some mosaic looking like blush bronzer kind of thing, but nothing caught my eye except for the lipsticks. They had, I believe, 3 shades, and this one I thought was really, really pretty, and it is in the color All About Cupcake, and I just loved that name too. So it's just a gorgeous pink shade, a beautiful spring shade. I believe it said on there that these were like sheer lipsticks, and okay, sorry about that, got interrupted by the phone. So what I was saying is I believe the display said they were like a sheer lipstick, and I know swatching this on the back of my hand, it definitely took a few times to get any color. So it's this one right here, but it's definitely very pretty, even though it's sheer. Let's put some on here. I already have something on, but they feel really nice. I don't own any other Essence lipsticks, I don't believe, but I just thought this was a gorgeous color. Again, it's All About Cupcake. So I bought 2 hairsprays, a backup of my absolute favorite Kenra Volume 25 hairspray. Love this one. And then I also thought this might be good for travel. I haven't used this in years. This is the Elnet. This is the extra strong hold. And I know the unscented is better. I'm hoping this scent doesn't drive me crazy. It's been so long, I don't remember. But I know everybody talks about the scent, them not liking it. But they didn't have unscented in the little small one. So I love travel size hairspray. And then my big purchase item, if you follow me on Twitter, I recently asked if anyone used T3 or hair dryers, or specifically this T3 hair dryer. Now, a lot of you know I did my review on the Babyliss travel hair dryer. I don't remember the exact name, but I'll link it below if you're interested. I love the size of it, and I love that it puts out like a good amount of airflow, but I just find, like, especially when I'm on vacation, like in a cruise setting where it's more humid, it does not get my hair straight enough. It still has frizz. I still have to go over it with a flat iron. It just doesn't do what I need it to. So I picked up this. Not that that's a bad hair dryer, the one I just mentioned. I do like it, and it would probably work great any other time. It's just when I'm in that humid climate, I need something more heavy duty. So I did pick up the T3 Featherweight Compact hair dryer. I know T3 in general has good reviews. I've never purchased one because they are expensive. This, even being a travel hair dryer, was very expensive. That's why I waited till I had my coupon. But I love that it's small, it's lightweight, and it folds. So many travel hair dryers, even though they're small or they fold, I just find they are not powerful enough or hot enough like a regular size hair dryer. But I hate taking my regular size hair dryer, even though I have a fairly lightweight one with the Rusk Speed Freak, which I absolutely love, but they just take up so much room. I tend to be an overpacker when I pack anyway, even though I'm trying to be better about that. So I mean, all the space is very valuable to me. I don't want to take it up with a hair dryer. So anyway, I'm going to try this out. I'll try to do a review on it. I usually try to, use these at home before I take them on a trip to see if they work. So let me know if you guys are interested in a review, or if you have this, your thoughts. But I did go ahead and purchase this. Okay, on to my Sephora VIB wish list. I'm a VIB Rouge member, so I believe the sale starts on the 11th. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's probably most things I'm going to get online, but there were a few things that I need to go in the store and physically look at colors. But I went ahead and saved them in my Sephora cart online just to kind of get an idea of the colors I want. So I want to try out the Clinique, their new Pop lip colors. I'm not sure which colors, but I'm leaning towards Sweet Pop and Nude Pop. They just look really pretty. I know Marnie, Miss Gold Girl, raves about them, so I'm really curious to try those. And then also the Clinique Cheek Pops. I've never tried those at all, but I'm kind of in this blush kick, as many of you know. I've purchased a lot of blush lately. I'm just into blush. I think that's kind of just my springtime thing, is blush, and new lip colors, just kind of get you, in that mood. So I'm looking at Melon Pop and Pink Pop for the blushes. Let me know if you guys have any of these and what your recommendations are. I'm also going to get the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel Pads. I currently use the Radical Skincare brand, and it's my second tub of those. I'm almost out. But I use the Dr. Dennis Gross when I'm on vacation. I have like a little sample pack, that has a few in them. And I really like those as well. They're about the same price. So I thought I would try these this time. If I find I like the Radical Skincare better, I'll go back to those. But most of those Alpha Beta peels are very, very similar. I just thought I would go back to the Dr. Dennis Gross. I've used those in the past. I'm also going to get the Josie Maran Light Argan Oil. I've had the regular version years ago. I've used it in my hair, on my skin, but it's a little heavy going into the warmer months. And I have been alternating some nights using an oil on my skin. So I just thought I would like to try the Josie Maran, the light formula. I'm also going to get a backup of my Origins Checks and Balances cleanser. You all know that is my absolute favorite. I don't use any other cleanser except for once in a while I'll use Dove soap. But that's hands down my favorite cleanser, has been for years now. I'm really still on the fence about this, but I think I'm finally going to bite the bullet and get the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, the original. Now I know they just came out with the 2 bronzers, but I've seen them swatched and pictures of them. They look really similar to each other. And because since I have the IT Cosmetics, the ombre bronzer, and it has that little bit of glow, right now I don't feel the need to get the Hourglass bronzers at all. So maybe that's something to think about. If you guys have this, you might not need that. To me, they look like they'd probably be a similar finish. But I am thinking about getting the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette just for coming up, I think, spring, summer. I really like to use bronzers and different powders and stuff. I don't mind if they have a sheen to them. I have 2 others right now. I have the Diffuse Light and I have Luminous Light for a highlight. So anyway, as far as I know, I think I'm going to get it, but I'm still a little unsure if it's totally necessary. I don't want it to be one of those products I regret buying. So that's what's on my list. Not a ton. I've really been trying to just not overbuy with unnecessary things lately. If it's inexpensive things, some of those things I bought, at Ulta aren't real expensive, things I want to try out, then I go ahead. Or, like the Too Faced chocolate bar. I've thought about it since it came out, but I didn't rush to purchase it right when it came out, I have been trying to sit back, think, what do I really want? I don't want to have a lot of unnecessary makeup hanging around. I really do need to kind of do a little bit of a purge and get rid of the things I'm not using right now. So let me know what's on your wish list. I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.